We're going to start out where we are going to play my sacred bowl. We're going to get into our bodies. We're going to do the sacred creative process. And then we're going to let your beautiful book come and play with us. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
All righty. Okay. Let me pull back a little bit. There we go. Okay. So everyone can join in with us, right? This is like everyone gets to experience the magic here. So take a deep breath in. We're just going to allow the vibrations of this sound. So this bowl has all 7 metals, which means that it can hit any chakra needed. So we're going to allow it to play the sound that your body needs. Okay, one more breath in. All the way into your lower belly and out. One more in. And out. There we go. While we're in this beautiful space, we're going to let that sound keep going for us. We're going to imagine this beautiful light from the top of your head moving down throughout your whole entire body. Cleaning, cleansing, clearing the space within, around, all the way down to your toes. We're going to picture this light exiting your toes, moving up and around your body, sealing it up at your toes to be an added form of protection to infuse and insulate you with light. We're going to call in all of our angels, our guides, our leaders, our teachers, our helpers, the ascended masters who've been assigned to you, and your spirit team that's been specifically assigned to you in bringing this message through in and through the divine light to come and support this, that this will be a powerful session, that the book will come through with ease, that the space will stay quiet and grounded, that protection and light will be here. And we're going to ask the light will touch our ears, that we may spiritually hear what needs to be heard. The light will touch our third eyes. We'll have access to all of our spiritual gifts. The light will cleanse our lips, that we will speak only what needs to be spoken. Take a deep breath in. Here we go. How's that feel? Does that feel good?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. So now we're going to call your beautiful book in. So we're going to invite your book into the divine light to come. But before we do that, we're going to invite all of your beautiful gifts into the divine light. Your gifts of seeing, hearing, feeling, to be pulled up to the surface in and through that light so that you can see, hear, and feel with me in this beautiful process. So breathing in. I always love how books enter. It's like kind of the funniest part. So your book like literally showed up on a water slide. What does that mean to you?
I guess so much of my life and things that have happened have been around the water, and even though I didn't let it chase me away from it or define it. So it's, I guess, quick part of it, I broke my neck back in 2004 getting into a swimming pool. Feet slipped out from underneath me, getting in on the ladder, hit my chin, broke my neck, drowned. Like literally rocked my world, changed my life. I had just survived going through a nasty divorce with a narcissist and the whole bit. So it was very challenging couple of years, but I didn't let the water define me. So it was I still love the water to this day. The water is still oh my God, go drive me up to the ocean, even roll down the window, let me smell the salt there, and I'm fine.
Wow. Oh, that's so powerful. So it's interesting because a water slide for me means that there's like some fun. There's some joy to be had, right? So it's almost like it's taking the water that had some trauma, even though you haven't let it create trauma for you. But now it's like, let's go have some fun. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with your book. So we're going to just bring your book in through this beautiful, fun energy. And we're going to invite your book to come and sit with us. And we're going to invite your book to just show us whatever there is for you to see with this book, whether it's, okay, so what I hear is the book saying, this is for you. So the book is telling you, we're here for you. Like the message, the experience, the writing of this book is all first here as a gift, right? So to do, what we're going to do is we're going to actually receive it into your heart, okay? So the heart is this space where actually there's usually a lot of walls in front of the heart because we all have our own past and things that we go through that wall off the heart. So we're going to soften the heart, and that's how we're going to receive the book in, and then we're going to hear whatever else there is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So first I like to just kind of get, especially because we haven't met, I want to just feel in your heart and your soul. Are you a holy hell yes for this?
Holy hell yes.
Holy hell yes. Here we go. Okay,
Holy hell yes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I see. So on the heart, there's actually like a barbed wire, right? Which is just like one of the forms of protection, which we want to thank it for being there because it was there to protect you. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you are now strong enough to not have that there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour over, what are we going to use? Let's see what we're going to use. Honey nectar. Okay, so I want you to picture this beautiful honey nectar. Now, for me, honey nectar comes from the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine. It's like a real nurturing, like really beautiful energy. So I want you to close your eyes. We're just going to pour that honey nectar just all through the heart. And as we do that, I want you to see the barbed wire just dissolving. And as it dissolves, it starts to become healed. And in that space, the heart is now going to be open to receive the gift of the book. So we're going to invite your book to come and sit in your heart. And I want you to tell me, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel?
I feel like a weight and a light at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like
Explain that.
it got like really, it just got like really tight there for a minute, but at the same time there was like such a bright light feeling at the same time, almost like they were fighting each other.
Okay. I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring both of them as partners, the tightness and the light, all right? And we're going to breathe in, allowing them to both be at the exact same moment, the paradox of both and. So we're going to breathe in, and we're going to breathe out. And you're going to breathe it in. And now I want you to take one breath into the tightness, and I want you to imagine the tightness turning into excitement, because that's actually what it is. Just so damn excited. Like I can feel it. So just breathe that in. Breathe the excitement all the way up into your heart. And out. Can you feel the tightness leave now?
Yes.
So one of my favorite authors, let's see if I can remember his name. Oh dear. Gay Hendrickson wrote The Big Leap. And in The Big Leap, he says, fear is just excitement without breath. Fear is just excitement without breath. So anytime you get tight, you're just going to breathe into it, because it's actually something inside of you just super excited about what's possible. So now the book is here, and it is so fun. Oh my gosh, I love your book. It's like a party. It's a party in a book. It's a party in a box. So now let's ask the book, what is it about? Like, what is the message of your book? Do you ever, okay, well, let's just see what the book says, and then we'll chat together. So let's just bring it in. And I like to put them on the altar, which whatever that means for you. An altar is like a place I have in my heart that I put things up there so that it's almost like I'm surrendering them. I'm getting them out of my mind and into my heart space. So we're going to place it on the altar. We're going to ask your book, what is the message in this book? And if you hear, see, or feel anything, feel free to share. I'm going to take a second and just kind of listen, okay? Thank you for being here with us in this beautiful, sacred book channeling session. And if you felt the stir in your heart that it is time for you to write your book, then I am so excited to tell you that I am going to give you my sacred creative process that allows authors to channel their books. Just click the link below in the description and you will have immediate access to learning the tools on how you will channel your book. Okay, so here's how I receive. How I receive is I see visually, and then I ask, like, what does this mean, right? So what I saw was like, it takes me a while to put it into words. Okay, hold on. Do you remember those things? I'm sure you had these as a child, where it was like you had to decode like a sentence, right? And so it's like a letter would be there, but then you'd have to look to the code and you'd be like, oh, that's actually a P. And then like this would be here and then, oh, that's an R. You know what
the
I'm
ones that
talking
used to
about?
come in like the cereal boxes and things like that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's what I was seeing that, right? So it's like, okay. Well, what does this even mean? It feels like your book is a decoder. When I say that, what does that mean to you? So drop in your heart. Get out of your head. Put your hand over your
That
head.
is so hard. That is so hard.
Get in your heart. Okay?
Okay.
So I want you to be right here in the heart space. If you were to decode something, if you were to help people decode something, I don't even know if that's a word. Is that a word? Decode? Sure. We're going to make that up. What would it be? What is it that you're here to help people understand that they don't know otherwise? It's right there in your heart. I can feel it.
When everything wants to break you and not letting it.
Yeah. How does that feel in you to say that out loud?
What it is. I mean, it's. I guess it's almost become my theme of sorts. I mean, I go around saying all the time that I'm beautifully backwards because I don't do everything normal anymore. Limited function of my hands, the wheelchair, everything. But everything that kept trying to break me, kept trying to kill me. No, sorry. Try again. Raise the rent. Kick it out. Keep on going. Smile on my face. I mean, no, sorry.
Whoa, when you spoke that, like, whew, like the emotion in my body of like how powerful. Like, I don't know your story, right? Like, I really don't. I try not to look at your feed. I don't want to know anything about you. Feeling you just share that. Can you imagine the hope you're going to give somebody who's struggling, which the whole world is struggling right now, right? Like, everywhere people turn, doors are closed, walls get put in front of them, and how your story gets to help them recode their life. Like, recode the way they look at life. Like, if Michelle could go through this, and this, and she still rises every single time.
Every time.
Every single time.
No matter what. Every time.
Yeah. So, like, that's the book you get to write. How does that feel?
Whew.
That's a holy hell yes right there, sister.
Yeah, it is. That's the most I've done that in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what's so great is that your book keeps being like, and it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so
the
fun
light
for you.
side of it, right? The light side of it. Like it's even though you share the breakable, the darkness,
Yeah.
but you pull the light. You pull the. I've done it since day one. I mean, when I first found out that I was a quadriplegic and I was never going to do anything again, and the neurologist said never, and I looked at him and told him that wasn't possible. I mean, you know, in the beginning you couldn't cry because there was nobody there to wipe your tears and snot and all that stuff. So you found a way to laugh through it. You went to, I mean, just, and I had 4 kids that it rocked their world, and then it created a separation. And I mean, I so much that it broke that hopefully over time healing will come as they get older and they'll work their way back in. But at the same time, those that are around me, it's not their fault either. So no matter what, I give the best representation of myself to everybody all the time, regardless.
I feel that.
So I definitely, I can see as you're doing this too, and I can see just pulling the light in each section, literally, it lifting those.
Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful, Michelle. I want you to just take a deep breath in. Breathe it all the way down to your lower belly. Breathing it out. Just really like calming the nervous system, because when we channel, it actually raises our vibration. So our whole body starts to buzz, right? So instead we get to we're going to ground it back in. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how we're going to ground it back in, because what's so fun about channeling, and this is why like it gives me life, right, is it literally lifts our vibrations, but we also have to find our roots. So we're going to find some roots right now, and then we're going to go to the next step. So we're going to take a deep breath in. Once you breathe out, I want you to see this light that's in your heart. Like, oh my gosh, can you feel how it has exploded since when we started?
Yes. Oh, yes.
It's like a freaking firework in there now. So I want you to take that light, and you're going to breathe it all the way down your body, all the way down your legs, all the way through the soles of your feet. It is going to go down through the center of the earth, and there's this beautiful seed. It's the Earth Chakra. It's the center of the earth. It's the most rooted divine space within the earth. We're going to root you all the way in to that Earth Chakra. Ooh, that is powerful for you. Like I can feel that. So as you breathe in, I want you to feel it moving all the way down, how deeply rooted you are. Now we're going to bring that all the way up. It's going to go all the way up through the crown of your head, all the way through the heavens to the star chakra. And I want you to feel how you are tethered below and above. How completely supported you are below and above. And then I want to just bring in all of your guides, and I want you to feel like how loved you are. They're like so rooting you on every second, every day. Just like really like holding that space with them. And then we're going to invite them to help you write your book. Okay, so we're just going to really hold open our hearts, and we're going to invite them to help you write your book. So I'm hearing like, so is it hard for you to write?
It is to a degree. So I try to do, like I had started trying to write parts of it before. So I use the audio on the phone, and then you have to go back and
Yeah.
what's wrong.
There's a better way. There's a better way. There's a better way for you. Okay, let me tell you. So if you got my creative sacred process when I came into Movement Makers, I want you to do the sacred creative process, but instead of blessing your arms and your hands, you're going to bless your lips, that you speak only what needs to be spoken, and you're going to bless your throat chakra, that the vibrations that come from your throat will be transformative for you, because right now you're going to be the one hearing it, right? So you can speak it into, I'm going to find the right thing that I want you to speak it into. Really, you could even just speak it into your voice memos. And then there's an app called rev.com, rev.com. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's pretty it's like maybe it's going to cost you $5 or something, right? And what you're going to do is you're just going to you're going to send over the audio to Rev. They're going to transcribe it for you. Okay. So they're going to take your audio and turn it into written word so that you don't have to write. Okay. Okay. So there's this piece that's coming in that I just want to share, that when you write this book, I want you to focus that every time you're writing, that each cell inside of your body is getting cleaned, cleansed, and healed. Like allowing the book to also be a healing agent for you.
For me.
And then it's going to heal so many people.
But even as you did that last part, in something that is miraculous to me, I am what is considered an incomplete injury, which means I have some feeling and I have movement. So I am, and since the day one, I've been very in tune to my body. So what was wild was while you did all that, where normally the paralysis and stuff would interfere, I literally, as you even said, that you could feel it go down and then go up all throughout my body. Totally. So that's one of the parts that just to me is wow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Oh, Michelle, you are such a beautiful human. I want you to know that this is just the beginning, okay? And when we have this moment together, what actually gets to happen is we get to take this brilliant energy that's right here and we're going to turn it into matter. So creation is just energy that hasn't been formed yet. So us bringing this through right now, it's starting to be formed. While you're in this high vibration, I want you to do the sacred creative process as soon as we're done here and just start speaking. And remember that when we channel books, they never come through chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. They don't come through like that. You're going to just receive. You're going to receive the words that need to come through. You're going to receive the ideas and you're just going to speak them through and just stay in this water slide. Okay? Like stay on the water slide.
Okay.
Okay. How does that feel?
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. So I like to ask the book when it wants to be complete. Okay? Because it's kind of like this. You've had 4 kids. I have 5 kids. Birthing is like
5 now. I've got 5 now. I had one after injury. I got remarried, had another baby after injury. All the things that they said that when she's 12 now, in fact. So
what?
I didn't let life stop me, honey. I didn't let life stop me.
You are amazing. Oh my gosh.
And even with the limited movement of my hands, I still took care of her. I still did the diapers. Everything.
Oh my gosh, Michelle. You have to write this book. People need to know your story. They need to know this story. This so
never was the best thing that the neurologist could have said.
Yeah. You don't mess with Michelle's fire.
And I'm a Leo on top of it. So yeah. No.
That's so beautiful. I love that. So I want you to think back to your pregnancies and how that due date was really important, even though you knew that you may not have the baby on November 11th, right?
Oh, honey, first one was 2 weeks late. Second one was on time. Third one was tried to come 4 weeks early. We stopped it. I said I'd never do that again. The fourth one came 4 weeks early, and the fifth one came 5 weeks early.
What? So yeah, you know, right? You know, but the due date, it does something, right? It makes you build the nursery. It makes you wash the clothes.
Prepare and get ready.
The due date is so important, and that's how it is. I mean, I would have a million babies if I didn't have to raise them. Like I
that
love
was the
birth.
best part, the
Right?
pregnancy and the
No,
carrying home.
it's the best, right? Like I would have a million, but
Absolutely.
that's what birthing books is like. And that's probably why I went into this field, right? It's like I'm still in birth all the time. We're birthing, birthing, birthing. So we've got to find the due date for your book. Okay, we just have to find it. So I want you to close your eyes. We're going to ask your book to show us. And you got to put your left hand over your head, right hand, oh, just kidding. Left hand on heart, right hand on forehead. We're going to quiet the mind. We're going to drop only into the heart. I do not want your mind to tell us when this book is due. You're going to have your book tell you. So we're going to invite your book to show you whether you're visual, show you the date. If you're audio and you hear better, hear the date. Or if you feel it, feel the date. What do you experience? When is this book going to be complete being written? Your book's energy is so funny. I love it. What do you hear?
It's almost like it's telling me just get it over with.
Birth the damn book. That's what it says.
Well, and my birthday, I turned 51 on August 6th, so it's like that's, and I know it's literally right around the corner.
Yeah, but like Evan wrote his book in 5 days, so August 6th, you got this. You got this. So here's the truth, okay? I've written a book in 4 weeks, homeschooling 5 kids in the middle of the pandemic. You got this. The only thing that stands between you and your book being finished is you not spending time with the book. But if you spend time with the book, it's done, right? It's like that fast, right? So here's the steps. The steps are this. Every single night before you fall asleep, there's this window right before you fall asleep that you're going to ask God to show you what needs to go in the book the next morning.
Okay.
The second you wake up, you're not going to look at your emails. You're not going to look at social media. You're going to go straight in and you're going to receive. And you're going to do the sacred creative process and you're just going to channel it through. And you're going to channel it until it's done. And then you're going to put it over. And then you're going to just invite it to show up whenever it comes. So you might be, walking. You might be like driving or I don't know what you do. Whatever it is that you do. Right? Like you're going to be doing something and it's going to come in. Right? So you might be just present with somebody else and you're going to hear a piece coming in.
Okay.
Every time your book shows up for you, speak it into your phone.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Yeah. So
yep. I love I love the notes in the phone.
Yeah. Yes.
It's one of my obsessions. So everything I do, it goes in the notes. So that's absolutely, yes.
Perfect. So this is where it's completely and totally possible to have it done by August 6th. It actually is. No doubt. I mean, we both watched Evan write a full book in 5 days. He set the bar. It's all different now, right? We are doing things differently over here. We don't follow the rules. Heck, look at you. You're a rule breaker.
I set the bar too, because you figure I broke my neck the 4th of July. And they turned around and said I'd never do anything. My uncle at the time afforded me to go down to Miami. So I went from Maryland to Miami. Therapy was 5 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours, 5 to 6 days a week. And I turned around and when I got there, couldn't roll over, couldn't do anything, couldn't dress myself, nothing. Within 6 months, I was rolling over. I was dressing. I was transferring. Within that first year, I was driving. The woman at the driving thing turned around and she was like, we don't take quads. I'm like, my therapist told me to call you specifically and tell you I'm not typical. So then she turned around. Yeah, so then she did the things where you've got to like test your reflexes and all that different stuff. And she's like, okay. And then we went to go do the driving course, which they had to put me into a car. So that was fun. Then turned around and as we're doing all that, she said, "Oh my God," she said, "we've got paras and everything else that don't even do as good as you. I don't understand."
Yeah.
Well, and like I taught, but it was that whole thing that, and back then there was nobody. It was just me. I had to figure it out. Had to do it, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. So this feels like, okay, as we're finishing, we have the date, we have the purpose of the book, but the title just showed up. The title, so yes. I want you to receive the title, but the book is saying it needs a name. It needs a name. Okay. So out of your head, into your heart, we're going to invite your book to show up and show us, what is the title of this book? What's the name? What's this baby's name?
I can't. It's right there. It's almost something sarcastic.
I know. I feel like, okay, there are two things that you said today that caught my eye or caught my ear. And we don't have to necessarily, okay. I was going to say, we don't have to decide it today, but your book's like, no, we do. Okay. All right, fine. So, what did you say?
Beautifully bass backwards.
What did you call it?
Beautifully bass backwards. Because everything I do is bass backwards.
That felt real strong when you said that. But then there was the other one that you said, which was like never typical or something about where you said like, I'm not typical.
I'm not typical.
Yeah. So there's something with both of these, right? Like, it's like, this is your words. These are the things you say. This is like what you're going to be showing people, right? So it's almost like the first title is Beautifully Bass Backwards, and then the subtitle.
Bass Backwards. Not the typical way of becoming unbreakable.
Oh, hell yes! That is it. Oh my gosh, did you feel that?
I absolutely did.
Oh my gosh, sister. Okay, you write? Okay, we got it. Well, this will be recorded.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm so glad that through the live and it's recorded, because then I can watch us all over again.
Yes. This is good, and this is gonna go to my YouTube. So that means everybody who's gonna watch this is gonna know about your book, and they're gonna go get it when it's published. Okay. Yes. Oh, that was so good. All right, friends. We got the name. We got the subject. We got the date. So now I want you to just take a deep breath into your heart. We're going to wrap your book in so much love. Thank you for coming and bringing the joy, the light, the laughter, the fun, the fire, it's just like, I love the energy of this book. The freaking water slide that it is. Just thanking it. Thank you. We're going to wrap it in love, letting it know that you are going to spend time with it. And as you spend time with it, that it gets to just move through you like water, like grace, like ease, being the healing salve that it is. So breathe a nice deep breath in. Michelle, this was highlight of my morning. Thank you for spending time with me. What a gift.
I am so glad I finally got to die, because I was chomping at the bit as soon as I saw you on Evan. It was like, I gotta have her.
Well, we gotta thank Evan. This was his idea. So thank you, Evan. I would have never had this idea. And this is like literally breathing for me. This is the funnest thing I do. I have so much fun doing this. So,
and you can feel it. That's what I said. It's like I immediately tapped into that fun, excited energy. It was like, it's like there's been so much going on around that's so negative, and my body rejects it so bad that it was like, oh my God, she's right there.
Well, and your book is right here, sister, and all your angels are right here. So, Oh, what a gift. I want to just take a deep breath in. I'm just going to wrap you in so much love, inviting all of your angels to open up the most beautiful golden pathways for this book to be birthed and be done by August 6th under grace and in the most perfect ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. Please keep in contact. DM me. Let me know how things are going, okay?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
I wish we could all applause you.
Thank you.
If you loved this video, then I invite you to come over with me right here and watch a few more of my book channeling sessions. Join me as I sit with authors and we channel through books that are here to transform humanity. I think you're going to love them.